sports. It would be no surprise if today's matchup turns into a grinded-out affair. The Browns are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Steelers, who will need to find a way to move the football. With kickoff straight ahead, let's check in with the two men who will be calling tonight's game as we say hello to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time. Now a handoff here to his running back. And oh, right away, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Point after. Drive forthcoming. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So as it turns out, a two-play drive resulting in the field goal. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Stephon Tuitt's ability to play defensive end and yet rise up and knock passes away when quarterbacks try to throw them, he makes it hard to get around.
Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man on the out route. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
That's taken on the 25. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands for... This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And they'll run it here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first. Offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got time. Throwing right, and that's complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that.
Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. They'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And they're going to speed things up here. They're going to look to throw. An incomplete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They'll run the option left. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brent.
Okay. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Looking to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught at about the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him on to the team. Height, weight, speed, all.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on first down. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there. The best defensive lineman They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. So the 2nd consecutive week here. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. And they'll go with the ground attack here. But he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw here. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. He was looking for Devin Smith that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Devin Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
You into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And some space here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
At 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
3rd and goal. Can the offense punch it in here from the 1? No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? Travis Coons on now for the Browns field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you...
Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. They're going to look to throw. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looks like he'll throw here. Smith catches left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps. He cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. 2nd down following the run. They'll run the option left. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Browns, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.